Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Daily English Loop. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Lisa. Hello to all our wonderful listeners out there. We are so happy to have you back with us today.
It is really great to be back in the studio. You know, Lisa, I always look forward to our recording days. It's the highlight of my week.
I feel exactly the same way, Alex. The energy is always so positive here. Speaking of positive energy, how are you doing today? How was your weekend?
I am feeling fantastic. Thank you for asking. My weekend was very relaxing. You know I love gardening, right? Well, the weather was perfect, so I spent almost the entire weekend outside, taking care of my plants and just enjoying the fresh air. It was very peaceful. How about you, Lisa? Did you have a good weekend?
Oh, my weekend was great too, but very different from yours. I didn't sit still at all. I've started training for a half marathon, so I spent my weekend running. My legs are a little tired today, but I feel really accomplished.
Wow, a half marathon. That is impressive, Lisa. You have so much energy. I think I'll stick to my plants, though.
To each their own, right? But Alex, I am very, very excited about our topic for today. I think this is going to be one of our most helpful episodes yet.
I agree. Today, we are tackling a huge topic. It is actually the number one problem that English learners ask me about. It's a very frustrating feeling.
A frustrating feeling. Okay, I am curious. What specifically are we talking about?
We are talking about this common problem. I can understand English when I hear it, but I can't speak it.
Oh, yes, that is a classic struggle. I hear that from so many people. It's like their ears work perfectly, but their mouth just won't cooperate.
Exactly. Listeners tell me, Alex, I can watch American movies, I can listen to podcasts like Daily English Loop and understand almost everything. But the moment I try to open my mouth to speak, my brain just stops.
It freezes. The words just disappear. It's like your mind goes blank, right?
Precisely. It feels like your voice is locked inside a box and you can't find the key. It can make you feel very nervous and shy. But today, we are going to share some powerful and practical tips to help everyone unlock that box and find their English voice.
That sounds perfect. I think a lot of people need to hear this today.
They certainly do. But wait, Lisa, before we dive into the tips, we have a small, friendly request for everyone listening.
Yes, we do. If you enjoy our podcast and you are learning with us, please take just 1 second to give this episode a like. Giving us a thumbs up really helps our channel grow, and it helps other English learners find us.
And please make sure you click that subscribe button for Daily English Loop. That way, you will never miss our new episodes. We have so much great content coming up.
Yes, please do. Your support is amazing, and we appreciate every single one of you. Okay, Alex, I am ready. My voice is locked. How do I find the key? What is the first step?
Okay, let's get into it. The first key is to change how you listen.
Change how I listen. But Alex, the problem is speaking, not listening. I already understand what people say. Isn't that enough?
Understanding is wonderful, Lisa. It is definitely step one. But to move to speaking, we need to change our listening from passive to active.
Passive to active. I think I know what you mean, but can you explain the difference?
Sure. Passive listening is what most people do. It's when you are doing other things. Maybe you are washing the dishes, driving your car, or cleaning your house, and the English audio is just in the background. You understand the general idea, but you're not fully focused on the words.
Ah, yes, I do that all the time with music or news. It's just noise in the background.
Exactly. Active listening is different. Active listening is when you listen with the specific goal of repeating. You're studying the sound.
Oh, so I hear a sentence and then I say the sentence?
Yes, there is a wonderful technique for this called shadowing.
Shadowing. That's a cool name. Like my shadow on the ground that follows me everywhere?
Exactly like that. You become the shadow of the speaker. You listen to a podcast or a short video, and you try to repeat exactly what the person says, almost at the same time. You copy their speed, their emotion, and their melody.
At the same time? Wow, Alex, that sounds very difficult. I feel like I would get tongue-tied.
It can be challenging at first, so if you are a beginner, you can start small. Listen to just one sentence, press the pause button, and then repeat the sentence out loud.
Okay, listen, pause, repeat. I can do that. That sounds much more manageable.
And when you feel more confident, you can try to speak along with the person without pausing. The goal isn't just to say the words, but to copy the music of the language.
The music of the language. I like that phrase. You mean the rhythm, the intonation, the way the voice goes up and down?
Exactly. English has a specific rhythm. Shadowing trains your ears and your mouth to work together. It builds muscle memory in your mouth.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like training for my marathon. I can't just watch videos of people running. I have to actually move my legs.
That is a perfect analogy, Lisa. You have to move the muscles. So that is tip number 1, active listening and shadowing.
Great start. What is next?
The next tip is to create your own English mode.
My English mode? What is that? It sounds like a setting on a computer.
In a way, it is. It's a setting for your brain. It is a specific time in your day when you only think and speak in English, even if you are alone.
Only think in English? That sounds hard, Alex. My brain loves my first language. It's comfortable.
Of course, our brains are lazy. They want to do the easy thing. But you can practice this. The best way to start is to talk to yourself.
Talk to myself? Okay, if my neighbors hear me, they might think I'm a little crazy.
Let them think what they want. You can do this when you are alone in your house. You just narrate your day.
Narrate? You mean I just say out loud what I'm doing at that moment?
Yes, describe your actions. For example, Lisa, imagine you are making breakfast. You're in the kitchen. What could you say?
Okay, I could say, I am walking to the fridge. I am opening the door. I am taking out the eggs. Now I need a pan. Where is the butter?
Perfect. You're doing it. It sounds simple, but you are forcing your brain to retrieve the English words for fridge, eggs, pan, and butter instantly.
I see. So instead of just thinking about it silently, I'm producing the language.
Yes, and you can do it anywhere. I am sitting in the studio, I'm talking to Alex, I'm drinking water.
It feels a little silly at first, I admit, but I can feel my brain working.
It is powerful because it connects your daily life to English. You realize which words you don't know. If you reach for a spatula and don't know the word in English, you look it up. Now you learn something new.
That is a really proactive way to learn. Just 5 or 10 minutes a day of narrating my life? I can do that while I stretch before my run.
Exactly. That is your English mode.
Okay, I will try that. So I'm shadowing and I'm talking to myself. But Alex, here's a problem I have. Sometimes I stop speaking because I'm searching for a word. I know what I want to say, but I get stuck on one word.
That is a very common issue. And this leads us to tip number 3. Stop memorizing single words.
Stop? Stop learning new words? But Alex, don't I need a big vocabulary to speak well?
You do need vocabulary, but the method is important. I mean, stop memorizing long lists of isolated words like cat, dog, book, house, run, jump. This is not very helpful for fluent speaking.
Okay, I think I understand. If I just have a list of ingredients, I can't make a cake. I need the recipe.
Exactly. You need the recipe. You should learn chunks.
Chunks. That's a funny word. Like a chunk of cheese?
Similar idea. A chunk is a group of words that always go together. They are phrases or sentence starters.
Okay. Can you give me an example of a chunk so I can visualize it?
Sure. Think about the word point. You can learn the word point, but it is much better to learn the chunk. That's a good point.
Oh, that's a good point. I see. That is a whole phrase I can use in a conversation instantly.
Yes, or instead of just learning morning, you learn good morning, how are you as one big sound.
Or something like, I was wondering if...
Yes, I was wondering if is a fantastic chunk. You don't have to think about the grammar of was or wondering, you just use the tool.
It's like a pre-made tool. I don't have to build the sentence from scratch every time.
Exactly. It saves your brain energy. It makes you sound more natural, and it gives your brain time to think about the next idea while your mouth is saying the chunk.
I love that. Shortcuts for fluency. So learn chunks, not just single words.
Right. Now the next tip is maybe the most important one. It is about consistency.
Okay, I'm ready. What is it?
You must speak every single day.
Every day? Oh, Alex, you know how busy life gets. I have work, I have my running training, I have friends. Sometimes I am just too tired.
I totally understand. But here's the secret. It doesn't have to be 1 hour. It doesn't even have to be 30 minutes, just 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but it must be every day.
So 5 minutes every day is better than studying for 2 hours on Saturday?
Yes, much, much better. Speaking English is a physical skill, just like you're running, Lisa. If you only run once a week, do your legs get strong?
No, not really. It's painful every time if I wait that long. I have to run a little bit often to keep my muscles ready.
Exactly. The English muscle in your brain works the same way. You must keep it active. If you stop for 3 days, it gets cold, it gets rusty.
Rusty? That's a good word. Like an old bike that hasn't moved. We don't want rusty English.
No rusty English. Just 10 minutes while you drink your coffee or while you drive to work. Keep the engine running.
Okay, consistency over intensity. I can handle 10 minutes. But Alex, here's a question. If I am talking to myself or narrating my day, how do I know if I'm doing it right? Who corrects me?
That is the challenge of self-study. But there is a tool everyone has in their pocket that can help.
What is it?
Your smartphone. Tip number 5 is record your voice.
Record my voice? Oh no, Alex, I really don't want to do that. I hate listening to my own voice recorded. It sounds so strange.
I know. Everyone hates the sound of their own recorded voice. Even I do sometimes. And I'm a podcaster.
Really? Even you?
Yes, it's natural. We sound different in our heads. But you have to get over that fear. Recording yourself is the best way to be your own teacher.
So, what should I record?
You can ask yourself a simple question, like, what did I do today? Then, press the record button on your phone and answer it. Today, I woke up late, I was tired, I went to the office, I had a salad for lunch.
And then I listen to it immediately?
Yes, listen to it. You will be surprised. You might hear yourself and think, hey, I actually said that sentence very well. That builds confidence.
Or I might hear, ooh, that word sounded weird.
Exactly. You become the detective. You can hear your own grammar mistakes or pronunciation issues much better when you're listening to a recording than when you're speaking in the moment.
So I am my own teacher. That is really empowering.
It is. And remember, no one else has to hear it. You can delete it right after. It's a safe space. Just you and your phone.
Okay, I will try it. I'll start with a short recording today.
Great. Now, tip number 6 is a fun one. It's called role-playing.
Role-playing? Like acting in a movie?
Yes, you use your imagination. You imagine a specific situation. Maybe you are at a restaurant, or checking into a hotel, or at a job interview.
And I act out the scene alone?
Yes, you can be both people. You talk to the wall, or your cat. My cat is a very good listener.
Okay, let's try it. I'll be at a coffee shop. Hello, welcome to the cafe. What would you like? Hi, I would like a large latte, please. Anything to eat? No, thank you, just the coffee.
See? It's fun. You are simulating a real-life situation.
It is fun, and I can feel that it prepares my brain. If I practice ordering coffee at home, then when I go to a real coffee shop, I won't be so nervous.
Exactly. You have already rehearsed the script. Your brain doesn't freeze because you have been there before, in your imagination.
It trains the brain to improvise. I love this idea. I can pretend to be anyone I want.
You can. Be a movie star giving an interview. Have fun with it. Now, Lisa, we have to talk about the biggest, scariest monster in the room for English learners.
A monster? Oh no. What is it?
The fear of making mistakes.
Yes, that is a huge monster. That is the main reason I stay quiet sometimes. I am afraid my grammar is wrong, or I will use the wrong verb tense. I don't want people to laugh at me.
I want to tell everyone listening a secret. Everyone feels this way. Every single language learner. But here is the truth. Mistakes are your friends.
My friends? No, Alex. Mistakes are bad. They're embarrassing.
No, in speaking, mistakes are good. A mistake is proof that you are trying. It is proof that you are brave enough to speak.
I never thought of it that way. A mistake means I am brave.
Yes, think about your running, Lisa. Did you run a half marathon the first day you put on sneakers?
No way! I couldn't even run 1 mile. I had bad form, I got tired, I tripped over my own feet.
Exactly, but you kept running. You cannot learn to speak English without making hundreds, maybe thousands of mistakes. It is impossible. Fluency comes after the mistakes, not before.
Wow, that is a very big idea. Fluency comes after the mistakes. So I should just speak, even if it is messy.
Yes, the goal is communication, not perfection.
Communication, not perfection. I am going to write that down. That takes a lot of pressure off my shoulders.
Ask yourself, did the other person understand my idea? If the answer is yes, then you won. You succeeded. The grammar doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay, I will try to be brave and make friends with my mistakes, or at least not be afraid of them.
That's the spirit. And that brings us to our last big tip. Tip number 8. To stop freezing, you must practice responding.
Responding? You mean answering questions?
Yes, listening is wonderful, but a conversation is like a game of tennis. It's two-way. The ball goes back and forth. Listen, speak. Listen, speak.
That is the hard part. The ball comes fast.
It does, so you must practice that reaction speed. You can use technology for this. Use an AI chatbot on your phone that has a voice mode.
Oh, that's a good idea. The AI asks me a question and I have to answer.
Yes, or find a friend who is also learning. The secret is to train your brain to reply quickly, not just to absorb information. Listening is passive. Replying is active.
It all makes so much sense now. It is all connected. Active listening with shadowing, active thinking in English mode, and active replying.
You got it, Lisa. That is the whole plan. The English is already in your head. You do understand. These tips are just the bridge to move that English from your ears to your mouth.
Wow, Alex, these tips were so helpful. I feel motivated. I feel like I have a roadmap now.
I am so glad to hear that. You speak beautifully, Lisa, and with these tips, you will only get better. Let's do a very quick review for our listeners so they don't forget.
Great idea. Let's recap the list.
Tip 1. Practice shadowing. Listen to audio, pause, and repeat exactly what you hear.
Tip 2. Create your English mode. Narrate your day and talk to yourself about what you are doing.
Tip 3. Learn chunks. Learn phrases like, I was wondering if, instead of just single words.
Tip 4. Practice every single day. Consistency is key. Even just 10 minutes keeps the rust away.
Tip 5. Record your voice. Be brave, listen to yourself, and be your own detective.
Tip 6. Do role plays. Use your imagination and pretend you are in different situations.
Tip 7. Make friends with your mistakes. Remember, communication is more important than perfection.
And tip 8. Practice responding. Train your brain to reply quickly, like a tennis match.
That is a powerful plan. Thank you so much for helping me explain these, Lisa.
You are so welcome, and thank you all for listening today. We truly hope these tips help you unlock your English voice.
Yes, remember, understanding is a wonderful skill, but your voice is the bridge to connection with other people. Speak every day, even if it's imperfect. That is how fluency begins.
That is so true. Well, that is all the time we have for today.
It is. Before you go, please, if you liked this episode and found it helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Daily English Loop.
And please give this episode a like so other learners can find it, and share it with a friend who feels stuck. Learning together is always better.
Yes, and we have a question for you. Please leave a comment for us below. We want to know, which one of these tips will you try first?
Yes. Will you try shadowing? Or talking to your cat? Or recording your voice? Let us know in the comments. We love reading your answers.
We do. It's our favorite part of the week. Thank you all so much for joining us. Until next time, everyone, keep practicing.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now. See you in the next episode.